Hi, it's James Laver here from Laver Wood Cricket Bats in New Zealand. Now we get all our willow from Jas Wright & Sons in the UK. The reason for that is that they've got a really good supply of willow for us. They've always looked after us for many years. I mean, I've been dealing with Jeremy there since early 90s, so we've got a really good relationship now. Now we start with the raw cleft. So Wrights have already processed it to a point. Now you'll see behind me the different stacks of willow have different colours on them. Now you've got here green, pink and brown. Different concepts. So you've got a grade 2, grade 3 and a handmade grade. So it's sort of different concepts. You have a black for grade 1. So yeah, we sort of have a fair idea of the basic mix of grades that we get to start with. We then have 3 grading processes here. So we've got the first part, which is obviously what's been done already. So we get the cleft, we can see what's going on in it. This is in a raw form though, it needs to be tidied up. So the next stage is taking it to clean the face up. That's the buzzing part, which we'll show you in the next part of this video. Now it's really important to get a good understanding of what we have here to start with, because obviously we sometimes will restack and regrade a stack of willow before we even go to the next stage. So this is the first stage, the grading process that's done at Wrights, and then we'll go to the next stage.
Yep.
Right, so we're at the next stage now, which is grading out again. So we've edged the willow, we've buzzed the face, so we've tidied it all up. We can see what's going on in the piece of timber, and so now we've got to actually go and work out whether it goes up a grade, down a grade, and figure that out. So you can see here we've got a much cleaner piece of timber, and so what I've got to do there is just now work out which grade it's going to be. And so here I'm looking at the piece of timber to work out which end it's going to be, which end the shoulders and the toe are going to be. So here I've got a couple of knotty bits that I've got to work out and then grade that out. So I'll do that and that what's going on. Then take the next piece, work out what's happening in there, and then grade accordingly. And so basically at this stage you're always just checking each piece, because this is the stage where you basically work out which is going to be the toe and the shoulder end. Then we go to the next stage, which is the pressing, which we then test it to see exactly what's going on, and that's when we do that last grading process. So this is the sort of second stage of grading. What I'm doing here is actually testing the bat with the mallet. Now, it's really crucial to get a good feel of what's going on in the bat. Now, it's something that you hit the bat with the mallet, it bounces off and you don't really know what that means, but over time a bat maker will gain a lot of experience and understand the different properties, the different bouncing properties of a bat to really determine where that sweet spot goes. And it's crucial that you get the right sort of weight mallet. If the mallet's too heavy, it doesn't really bounce properly, it doesn't give you a good indication. You've got to get that mix right, and then you can get a really good feel as to what's going on in the blade and how that bat's performing. And so what we're doing here is just giving it a hit. Now that tells me straight away that there's some good bounce. We're getting a lot of good resonance coming. I can hear the sound as well. There's quite a different pitch in the way the bat sounds. Each blade will have its own properties with sound. Don't know if you can hear that. On that one, it's a slightly different pitch. So we've got two different ones there. So you've got this one. Now there, straight away you've got a combination of the way the mallet's bouncing off and the sound, and the two combined together as how we actually determine how that sweet spot's performing. So it's really crucial that over time you get that right and you actually learn how that bat's going to end up and be in the user's hands. Well, so here we've arrived at the final product, and so we've obviously gone through our grading process, and the whole object is to get through to the finished bat, and that's what it's all about, is to have a nice bat that plays well. We've graded it out and got a really nice product at the end of the day. That's what we want to hear. Of course, if you want to ask any questions, please do email those through, or message us on Facebook, or comment about any questions that you want us to answer. We do our Ask Jim sections as well, so please do send in anything. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it.